Today I'm going to show you guys what I think is the coolest gun mod in all of Minecraft, called Just Enough Guns. So make sure to sit back, relax, subscribe, and enjoy the video, or else. Okay, so since this mod is a survival-friendly gun mod, I want to go through every section in order. So we're going to start with the first ore this mod adds, which is scrap ore. You can kind of find it anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if, oh yeah, there's some right there. Look at that. This is the most essential thing you're going to need to get started. Now, scrap ore drops their main thing, which is scrap, but there's an alternative drop that is very important that you need to hold on to called tech trash. That's rarer, but I am using a Fortune 3 pick right now, so we're going to get a lot more tech trash. Oh my God, Fortune 3 gets you so much tech trash. You guys understand it's very important. We'll get to it. Anyways, we get our scrap and we'll immediately turn it into a block of scrap with some planks and sticks, and we can make ourselves a scrap workbench, which I have right here. This is how you're going to make your very first weapons in the game. There's stuff like the custom SMG, there's a double barrel shotgun and a waterpipe shotgun. And a revolver. I can't forget the revolver. And basically in this bench, it tells you everything you need to craft. So a lot of these earlier guns, they're not as good. They don't do that much damage. They're kind of like janky household made ones. So for the SMG, you need iron, a redstone repeater, and scrap. And scrap is like the main ingredient for a lot of these guns. But then there's also stuff you can make in here like attachments for your weapons, because yes, all of these weapons can be highly customized. So there's guns, attachments. I guess actually the scrap workbench only has one attachment, which is this makeshift stock. But this does actually matter a lot. Attachments are very helpful in this mod. Then, of course, you can make ammo, including some new grenades like Molotovs, pistols, shells, and shotgun shells. Then you can make the next tier of workbenches, which we'll get to later, as well as there's miscellaneous stuff like a repair kit that helps you repair your guns, as well as gunpowder. This workbench does a lot, but let's get started on our very first guns here. First one on the list is the revolver. You can use your Y key by default to do a little bit of an inspect. So here we got the revolver, and it's not amazing. Shoots weak little bullets. Let's summon a husk. We got the husk here. 1, 2, 3. But you can shoot it pretty fast. And then reload. It's got really fun reload animation. I'm a big fan. It does take a long time to reload though, because it's a revolver. Can we hit that sheep? Hey, 2-hit kill sheep. That was the revolver, the cheapest and first weapon you can get. Next, we have the custom SMG. This also uses pistol ammo, so it is not, well, the best. But let's see how well it is against these husks. Oh God, I'm out of ammo. Gotta reload. I would say the custom SMG is probably one of the better early games weapons because, well, it's automatic. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does put out a lot of shots. Also, here's the inspect animation. I feel like I'm playing CSGO showing off the inspect animations. I think that's so cool they took the time to do that. All right, next is the waterpipe shotgun. This uses handmade shells, which are also made in the bench. Now, this actually does a decent amount of damage, but it has one shot in the chamber. So you could take out a zombie. Let's reload. Oh God. Okay. See, 1-hit kill there. Oh, I gotta reload. Reloading time. Let's see if I can kill 2 with 1 shot, though. That's the question. Can we get 2 in one go? Well, not really. Yeah, let's pistol this guy. And then lastly, we have the double barrel shotgun, which also uses house-made shells. And, well, this is 2 shots. Oh, let's hit the inspect while we wait to kill these zombies. Ooh, cool looking shotgun, right? Oh, that was supposed to kill you. There we go. So that is the first 4 weapons you can get using the basic scrap workbench. You can also create the ammo in here. You need to use gunpowder and copper, or with the shells, you need flint, iron, and gunpowder. But there's also a Molotov that you can make with slime balls and fire charges. So let's try those out. So I got the Molotovs here, and let's go over here, hop in a tree, and let's just burn this forest real quick with one of these. Let's give it a toss. Oh. Oh, wow. That insta kills a pig, though. Interesting. It lit the grass on fire. It just doesn't like... Oh, God. Game rule, do fire take. False. We're out here preventing forest fires. Wait, let me see then how quickly it could kill a husk. All right, you ready, buddy? I mean, it killed him with one. So if you go into attachments and make yourself the makeshift stock, which is just iron, wood, and scrap, you can actually add this attachment onto your guns by pressing Z, and it opens up the attachment menu. And now this revolver can actually take a stock attachment and a barrel attachment. So it can take this makeshift stock, which is just like, I guess, wood, but it greatly lowers the recoil. So let's just say we're shooting this bookshelf right here. Right? And then we go Z, remove the stock. Much bigger recoil. Now, granted, this is the lowest tier attachment, so it's not the best. Let's see. Oh, this one goes on the SMG as well, as the SMG can take new magazines, special, and barrel. Wow. Oh, yeah. Greatly lowers the knockback. Do all of these take it? No. Okay, the Waterpipe shotgun doesn't take a stock. Oh, but the double barrel does. So the double barrel shotgun can get a stock on the back. Hell yeah. All right. Well, then once you're done with the attachments and guns in this workbench, you're going to have to move on to the next workbench. Yeah. So the next thing you're going to do is the gunmetal station. Now, to make that, you're going to need gunmetal ingots, as well as scrap, iron, and smooth slabs, but we already know how to get those. So how do you get gunmetal? Actually, the way to get gunmetal, to make your gunmetal workbench, you have to make a recycler station, which costs scrap, circuit boards, cauldron, and stonecutter. Now, you can make the circuit board here in the workbench using that tech trash from earlier, which you get from, well, the scrap bin, mining, or recycling. So you can get it from mining, or you can make one of these little scrap bins, which the scrap bin is actually a lot. It's several blocks of iron like this, and you get the scrap bin, which basically, if you have any iron stuff, including like bars and doors that maybe you found on your journey, you can just put them right in the scrap bin, and then eventually you get a bunch of scrap and tech trash. So it's kind of like a recycling bin for just iron, but it's a very useful way to get yourself scrap and tech trash, so you can make yourself one of these circuit boards. So then you can make one of yourselves these recycling stations. Now that we have the recycling station over here, it's useful because it can get you gunmetal from granite. And yes, that means in this mod, granite has a use. Wow, Mojang, is that so hard? To get this recycler to actually convert the granite, we need some simple fuel. So we'll put a stack of coal in there. The recycler will make this unpleasant noise, but it does look cool, so we can stand back and look at it while it shoots out granite particles. But basically, it turns the granite into gunmetal grit, which you just have to smelt into your gunmetal ingots. I think this is great because it does require a lot of granite. It seems easy until you're playing this mod and you're like, oh, I need gunmetal. Let me go mine granite for an hour. My God, the scrapper is so loud. That's my biggest complaint with this mod, is it is so loud, it's not worth keeping in your base. But yes, if you're watching this because you want to play on your server with this mod, you absolutely should grab a granite as soon as you can. Early game, start backlogging granite. You're going to need a lot of it. So then we take the gunmetal grit and we can smelt it down into gunmetal ingots. But there's actually something I forgot to show you in it. But when you explore this mod, you're going to find mobs that drop really broken guns, as well as you're going to find new ones in chests. And as you progress, you're not going to need some of these low-tier guns you find on the ground. So you can just take them to the recycler. Or is that? Oh, okay. For some reason, I couldn't recycle the double barrel, but I can recycle the water pipe. And boom, we got 7 scrap. So you don't get gunmetal, but you can scrap your guns and turn them into more gunmetal, which is quite convenient. Okay, bye. You're so loud. Once you get all of that, then you can go and finally create yourself a gunmetal station once you have 10 gunmetal ingots. And boom, this is the gunmetal station. Now this just has better weapons that you can make in it, including the semi-auto pistol, the pump shotgun, the semi-auto rifle, the assault rifle, and well, that's it, as well as new sights like a reflex sight, a light grip, angled grip, vertical grip, and you can make I guess the makeshift stock in here, as well as a flashlight, holographic sight, silencer, laser pointer, extended mag, monocle sight, reflex sight. There's a lot, and it all requires gunmetal though, pretty much. So let's try every weapon from the gunmetal workbench. All right, so this is the semi-auto pistol. Give it a good inspect. Let's start with the husks here. Damn, 3 shots there. This is probably a good time to mention, if you press Z on your gun, you can toggle kill metals, which does this. It's like Call of Duty. you get medals, and if you hit like headshots, it'll let you know you got a headshot. But this is the semi-auto pistol, and this thing is nice, as well as it has a cool little running animation in first person. I mean, all the guns have this, but I just think this one looks cool. So 1, 2, 3. Here's the reload. Very cool. Next is the pump shotgun. Just a simple pump action. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Hold on, we'll hit the inspect real quick. Ooh. Ooh. Very cool. Now let's try it out. Oh, I don't have any ammo. All right, creative mode. Quite useful, I would say. So this gun uses shotgun shells. The pistol actually still uses pistol ammo that you can make in the previous bench, but the pump shotgun goes from using the house-made shells to the shotgun shells, which are much stronger. I wonder if we can get a multi-kill here. Not really. All right, let's reload this thing. Fun little reload animation. All right, next is the semi-auto rifle. Let's try it out. Oh, I gotta reload it. Let's hit the reload. Let's hit the inspect real quick. Check what this thing's all about. Cool. Interesting. This gun is also a 3-hit kill, but it probably has much more range, I'm guessing, than the pistol. Let's do a little range test. We'll get the rifle and we'll go 1-shot, 2-shot, 3-shot kill. Okay. Now the pistol. 1-shot, 2-shot. Oh. It honestly seems like the pistol in the semi-auto rifle aren't that even different in quality. And honestly, I wouldn't even bother making the semi-auto rifle because in the same workbench, you can make yourself the assault rifle, which is kind of the first gun you get where you're like, oh man, this is legit. And it is an automatic rifle. It is pretty cool. Ready? We're going to go up here. Go 1, 2. Oh, he fell. We got a little reload. And now this gun can take every attachment in the book. This is probably the most customizable gun in the game. So we will get to the attachments in a second here. So let's go hit the workbench here. Go to attachments. And let's try a few of these out. So here we go. This is the plain AR. We're going to shoot it. And then if we press Z and then we add vertical grip, drum mag, silencer. Oh, we can't add the light stock, but we can add the holographic sight. Interesting. I'm going to have... Oh, okay. So it can take a stock. I guess it can only take the makeshift stock. Yep. Okay. So this is the gun fully kitted out. We got a holographic sight, silencer, makeshift stock, vertical grip, and drum mag. There's also a special, but that's simply, there's an item you can find, which we'll get to, called a trumpet that you can just put on the top of your gun. It's pretty funny. But now here is the fully kitted out assault rifle. So here's a skulk sensor. It detects a gunshot, right? Silencer mode. So it doesn't pick up silencer, but picks up the regular gun without a silencer, which is super cool. But the attachments are what make this game. And we got some iron golems over here. Let's reload the drum mag. Doesn't take much to take out those iron golems. And that's using attachments that are available in the gunmetal workbench. We haven't even moved on to the gunnite workbench as well as the schematic station. Also, the semi-auto pistol with a silencer is pretty cool. So to move on to the next workbench, we're going to need to make some gunite. And gunite is quite simple. You go to the miscellaneous tab, and all you need is 1 gunmetal, 1 diamond, and 1 coal to make yourself 1 gunite ingot. Luckily, I have a stack of each, so we can make a ton. All right, and then right here in the workbench, if you go to stations, you can make yourself the gunite workbench. All you need is 12 gunite, 12 scrap, and 8 basalt. Boink. And then boom, we have the gunite workbench. Now this is the highest tier of workbench in the entire mod. So this has some pretty interesting stuff like the holy shotgun, the blossom rifle, the combat pistol, the combat rifle, the bolt action rifle, the burst rifle, and that's all of them, as well as pretty much every single attachment you could even imagine. We'll go through all of the attachments later. All of the ammo you can need. And yeah, but before we go through every single gun in this bench, I need to address a new ingredient has entered the game, which is ectoplasm. So ectoplasm is another new ingredient that basically is the start of the tier 3 higher tier weapons. And I'm going to show you how to get that. So you're going to need to get yourself a soul campfire and a bunch of cookies. All you got to do is walk up to the soulfire campfire and click on it with your cookies. And if you can see in my inventory, we are creating soul treats. Now these soul treats have a very important use. You go up to bees and turn them into boos. So the bee turns into boo, the boo and the bee. Boo bee. Anyways, but once you make a boo, these are basically nighttime bees, and they're also going to need a nest. So if you take these soul treats, so we're gonna need to take these beehive and bee nest, the beehive, wrap the soul treats around the beehive, and we get a boo hive. Hey, boo bee, come over here. You see the boo hive? Oh, there we go. Okay, this boo has entered the boo hive. Now, basically, boo hives and boo nests were just like beehives and bee nests where they collect honey, but instead it's actually the endoplasm that you use for these special weapons. So we are going to have to wait a little bit. Okay, so after a bit, the bees have pollinated these hives. Ooh, they ooze like a green. So let's just put a campfire underneath and shear it, I believe. Yerp, ectoplasm. Oh, there's some more in here. Let me get those. I'm also in creative, so these guys won't even get mad at me. Boom! Just like that. 15 ectoplasm. Anyways, it should be mentioned that there's only a handful of guns in this bench that use ectoplasm, and it's usually the more special ones. But enough yapping. It's time to try out the Gunite Workbench firearms. So now we have all of the guns here, and it's time to have some fun. Interesting, the inspect button doesn't work on the Holy Shotgun for some reason. Where did this husk go? Oh. He went down there to get murdered. Awesome. All right, husk time. Yeah, if you can't tell, the Holy Shotgun is quite holy. All right, let's do an Iron Golem now. So it did 14 damage. If I aim at the head, it did like 13. Okay, so that's about 14, 13 per shot. It's pretty darn powerful, which I should mention that these higher tier weapons kind of have a trade-off, because we're going to move on to the Blossom rifle here. And this one's great, but without any attachments, it's not that great because it has no stock. It has a lot of knockback, but it is one of the cooler looking guns. But you can tell there's a lot of knockback with this bad boy. But now let's put a tactical stock on her. Boom. Now we got the full Blossom rifle. Makes a big difference. Also, lots of little Blossom particles when you shoot. Hold on, let's see if you... I also think the Holy Shotgun has a custom animation. Yeah. So these are the guns that use the ectoplasm rounds. And I think that is specifically because they have cool effects. And they also just do a lot of damage. I mean, I was able to kill an Iron Golem pretty darn quick. I also want to see how quickly I can kill a husk with this bad boy. That was 2 bullets, maybe? What? Interesting. It looks like both the Holy Shotgun and the Blossom Rifle turn undead mobs, like, light them on fire. Let's test this theory. Let's spawn a zombie. Yeah. All right, how about a skeleton, though? Oh, makes sense. So these guns light undead mobs on fire, which is actually quite useful. But next we have the combat pistol, which this one you can use inspect on. What a gorgeous unit. Damn, I tried to kill him before. Okay, so it does... Okay, these Iron Golems. Dead. This gun shoots fast, man. I forgot to reload these guys. That's what the Holy Shotgun looks like reloading. This is what the Blossom Rifle looks like. Oh, interesting. Combat pistol. Pretty sick. How much did that do? So that shot to the head did 4.5. And it does three hearts to the body. Not too shabby. Looks cool to me. But now we move on to Dagubot Bombay, the combat rifle that looks just like a golden scar. Now, this is another AR that definitely needs to have a stock and maybe a grip added, which we'll get to the attachments in a bit here. But this is how this combat shotgun works without a stock on it. So I'm going to aim at that iron golem kind of far away, and I'm not going to hold back against the kickback and just see where it brings me. Yeah, that was... Here, actually, let me go into survival. Let's shoot 30 bullets out of this thing. We're going to start by aiming at our feet. So shooting all 30 bullets without holding back from the kickback will literally move you like 45 degrees forward, or 90 degrees almost. Wait, 90, 180. Yeah, it would bring you 90 degrees forward, which is kind of crazy. So I am going to show off. We're actually going to use the weighted stock, which they all do certain things. If you ever played Call of Duty, you'd be familiar where they have like perks and cons to each one of these stocks. So we're going to add the weighted stock to this scar because now this thing looks cool. Let's throw on the vertical grip as well. So now, all right, so we're going to do the same thing, but now we have a heavy stock and a vertical grip installed. Yeah, as you can tell, that is a huge difference. We barely moved versus last time we moved all the way up. Well, let me reload this bad boy and see how quickly we can take out our boy here. Actually, can we take him out with one clip in survival mode? Is the question. We took him out with 10 bullets. The combat rifle is pretty crazy. Can I take... I'm gonna hit him with some taps. Maybe a headshot. Ooh! See, I haven't even reloaded yet. Boom. I have one more bullet left. Well, and there you have it. The combat rifle is pretty darn good, but we're not done yet because next we have the bolt action rifle. For some reason, oh, there we go. We can inspect this one. Got a beautiful little animation. Now, this is essentially your sniper rifle. It does a lot of damage. It's a reload after every shot. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Oh, I ran out of bullets. Well, we can get the reload animation. It's kind of slow. There we go. Killed him. So it took about 5 bullets to take that guy out. I mean, pretty darn nice. Look at this bad boy. Now, there is 2 different scopes. I'm going to go over the scopes right now simply because there's not many other guns that I'd want scopes like this on. So we have the basic combat scope, which is more of like an AUG sight. A little bit more of like a holographic sight. Here, we're going to start spawning zombies around here. So this sight is cool because it does make it way easier to land your headshots, like that guy behind the tree. No problem landing that headshot. But let's try out the telescopic scope. Telescopic scope. Boom. Now we got a sniper on our hands. Let's see if we can go for this iron golem. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. He's trying to run. Got him by the toes. Beautiful. But this is a decent zoom. So this is with no zoom at all. This is with the zoom. So it's like a 2 or 3x, I would say. Very fun. So the last gun from the Gunite Workbench, which we're getting to right now, is the burst rifle. But before I get into too much detail of the burst rifle, I do want to say this is not the last gun. We have the special blueprints next, but we got to get through the burst rifle first, which is also an AR that does not come with a stock by default. So it has a lot of kickback, but this one does 3-round bursts, which is nice because you can get 3 rounds to kill a zombie, but it's kind of hard with the kickback. So let's add a weighted stock and a vertical grip onto this burst rifle. And you know what? We're also going to add a reflex sight. And now this thing is actually deadly with just a couple attachments added on. I'm gonna be honest, if you're in survival mode, you definitely should be planning to get attachments on your guns. I don't even think they're that viable of weapons without attachments. But let's see how quickly we can take out these guys. Boom. Like nothing. I kind of like the burst rifle. It's a good way to save ammo. by not having full auto. So the Holy Shotgun and the Blossom Rifle here that use the ectoplasm, not only do you need it to craft the weapons, but they need the Spectre rounds, which require ectoplasm, gunpowder, and gold ingots to create 5. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the other utility items that you can create in the Gunite Workbench. One is the flare, which you can just throw the flare down. And, well, it's a big signal flare that can be seen from any distance. I believe that the particles made by the flares have no render distance. Here, let's try it out. Let's see how far we can fly away before it stops even loading the chunk. It's a pretty good distance. Like, you're out here in the woods. Wow, it's still going. It's still going. How far can we go? It's going out of render. Okay, so it's pretty much coincides with render distance. But here I am a few hundred blocks out. I wouldn't know where my base is if it wasn't for this big flare going all the way to the moon, which just ran out. Here, let's fly far away from base here. Let's just say we wanted to get our signal to go out a little bit further. We pull out our trusty flare gun, which this thing looks cool. Oh, this has an inspect. Oh, it's the same inspect animation, but still. You can load it up with a flare, and I almost just killed myself by going into survival there. Oops. Okay, let's shoot the flare. Hell yeah. And then we'll hit it with a reload. And let's fly back over to base. And you could just see how far that flare... Oh, did I just get a hit marker with the flare? Wait a minute. Hold on. I have to trace down where this... And the mutton is cooked. Chat, I swear that was just the craziest coincidental trick shot caught on flare. Y250, and we shot that all the way at 50. Damn, so we just shot a 200 block blinded one-shot flare kill. You guys just witnessed history right there. Anyways, as the flare is dying out, you can see it can be seen from quite far away. And I imagine there's some use to that. I don't know, if you're engaging in war in Minecraft. I mean, it's like a cloud in the sky. It renders so far away. Anyways, next we have the grenade. And, you know, someone has to fall victim to this grenade. We got a bunch of husks in there. We're going to throw a nade. Oh, it's bouncing around. Boom. 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 Oh my god, it gives me a medal for every kill I just got. Dude, I just got like 12 big booms from that grenade. Now, we also have the stun grenade, which I'm going to give. There is going to be a flash warning. It is like a flashbang from any other game. Ready? Where am I? Oh. Yeah, so this is a great mod to troll your friends in multiplayer with. Okay, I'm in survival. This guy wants to kill me. Can I hit him with a flash? Can he still see me? Okay, so stuns really don't work on mobs, but that's okay. But yeah, that was the like utility items you can get in the ammo section of the Gunite Workbench. So now we get to the top tier guns, and they're all obtained through blueprints. Now, blueprints are obtained in multiple ways, but one thing you can do is actually make your own blueprints. So we're going to need the blueprint workbench and the schematic station. And to get those, we have to go into the workbench. You have the blueprint workbench, which costs 1 scrap workbench, 10 scrap, and 2 firearm blueprints, and the schematic station, which you just need a cartography table and 1 firearm blueprint. Now, to get firearm blueprints, you can craft them using 10 scrap, 4 paper, and 10 lapis. Now, these are basically recipes. So let's just say you found this cool rifle in a chest, but you don't even have more than just the basic workbench, so you can't make it. So you just take your gun and put it on the blueprint, and then you take your firearm blueprint and put it on top. And now, boom, you have a firearm blueprint. So now, not only do you still have your gun, then you can go to the blueprint workbench and just shift click in your firearm blueprint, and boom, you got it right here, the whole recipe. And now this infantry rifle is a great example because this gun is only obtained through blueprint. Now you can get that blueprint by fishing. Now I don't know how hard it is, so I'm going to try once because maybe I'll just get camera luck like I did earlier and I'll get a blueprint first try. But you can get the infantry rifle and the repeating shotgun from fishing. Come on. Dang it, I got a fish. But yeah, the infantry rifle is basically like an M1 Grand, and it even has the ping when you run out of ammo. Hold up. Yeah. I think that's a cool touch. Bang, 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 bang. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Okay, a headshot does 7.5 or 14 damage. That's a body shot too. A body shot does 10 damage. Dang. Yeah, this infantry rifle is crazy. Hold on, let's hit the reload. Oh, that's a quick reload. Boom. Sorry, B. Yeah, that is the infantry rifle. It is great. You can add a barrel and a magazine, so you can get an extended mag on that if you want. Next is the repeating shotgun, and this is probably the most fun one. This is also obtained through a fishing blueprint. This one's cool because it has a little flippy animation. I guess. Oh, I just killed some fish by accident. But not only does it have a fun little animation, but you can break wood with it. Sometimes. Oh, interesting. Why is this one invincible? Also, yeah, shooting different type blocks have a different sound. Reload. Oh, time to inspect my repeating shotgun. Ooh. Oh, that's a fun inspect. Wait, can I inspect the infantry rifle? Oh, yeah. Look at her. Oh, they're invincible to bullets. Is it because they're ghosts? I didn't realize they were invincible to bullets. I love that for them. I almost forgot that also the service rifle can be obtained through fishing as well. Now, this is another assault rifle that does not come with a stock at first, so it does have a lot of kickback. Damn, does 8 to the body. Wait, how much did it do to the head? Boing. Dang, that does 14 or 13. It did 13 damage to the head. We should throw a stock on this. Also, I forgot, I didn't shoot any husks with this guy. Yeah, it's a one shot to the body. Then iron golems don't stand a chance around here. Oh yeah, and if you put a tactical stock on it, it turns into like an M4, which is cool. And also has way better knockback. Yeesh. But yeah, you definitely want to put a stock on the service rifle because it looks sick. I believe there's a few different skins if you use the different stocks. Wait, let me test that theory. Yeah, so if you put the weighted stock, then it looks wood still. Fun little Easter egg, I guess. And then this one has a gray cartridge or magazine. So those are the fishing blueprints, which are the weakest of the blueprints. Now it's time to get a little crazy. So if you take the time to kill the wither, you get this little thing called the Advanced Firearm Blueprint, which is basically a blueprint that cannot be copied like the other ones we saw because they include more special guns. In this case, it's the explosive charge. I was expecting the bazooka, but I didn't realize you can also get the explosive charge and the explosive muzzle from the wither. Well, I guess I'll show you guys the explosive charge. The explosive charge is a very fun tool. It's a little explosive that you can throw. It has a little countdown and an animation. And eventually it explodes. Come on. Boom. But it's also fun because it sticks to things, including mobs. So yes, you can just throw it onto a mob and it turns into a ticking time bomb. Boom. Like this poor villager here. Unfortunately, this villager has become, well, explosive. Boom! All right, boom. We got the rocket launcher blueprint. So for 40 iron, 30 gunnite, 40 scrap, and 2 levers, you can get yourself a rocket launcher. And these guys are fun. You have to press and hold, and you launch a freaking, well, rocket. So I'm going to go back over to this village. How far can we shoot it? Can we hit the village over there? Oh, that went really far. All right, reloading time. Huh, that's sick. Can we hit an inspect? Oh. Boom! All right, I'm still kind of learning the drop on these things. It pushes you back in creative mode, though. How many villagers can we take out at once? That wasn't that many. Let me try again. So if you kill a warden, they sometimes drop fun little blueprints. Now there's 3 different ones we got. So let's see what we got first try. We got the hypersonic cannon. So let's build that. So the hypersonic cannon is actually one of the cooler warden drops, because yes, there are 3 warden themed guns. This first one looks sick. The hypersonic cannon. Look at this bad boy. And yes, this thing literally just shoots the warden blast. It does 13 damage, which is enough to kill a lot of basic mobs. Oh my god. Let me reload this thing. Whoa. Okay. So this is very interesting. The hypersonic cannon uses skulk catalyst blocks here as ammo. And boom. And yes, this can go through the blocks just like... Let's just say I put some blocks between me and him. Oh, I missed. Boom. But you can shoot mobs right through blocks with this gun. And it is super sick, but very straightforward. So time to get our next blueprint. All right. Oh, we got the subsonic rifle. Let's go. So you need 1 semi-auto rifle, 1 silencer, 5 bones, 16 skulk, 20 gunite, and 33 scrap. And you can get yourself the subsonic rifle. Oh, this uses echo shards as ammo. I forgot. But this thing is cool. And probably the most fascinating one we got here today. It shoots these like echo bullets. And they sound cool. They look cool. It's like this like deep, dark, infested gun. I think it's sick. Hold on. Can I shoot through blocks? Wait, did I just shoot through that? You can. So this thing goes through blocks, which I can imagine could be useful. Also, we should hit the inspect on this bad boy. Oh. Looking clean. I forgot to inspect the subsonic cannon. Oh. That's got a fun animation. Alright, let's try this thing out. I don't know what that particle effect is I'm giving him. Boom. Okay, yes. So this gun has a chance on kill to drop echo shards. Now, the echo shards are actually the ammo for this bad boy. Let me go into survival. Hit that reload. Cool. Now there's one more blueprint we have to get from the warden. Come on. Yes, this is what we needed. The subsonic shotgun. The subsonic shotgun. So we just need to get ourselves a pump shotgun, 24 skulk, 10 bone, 20 gunite, and 37 scrap. All right. Boom. Assemble. Now we have the hypersonic shotgun. This also uses an echo shard as its ammo. And it does a lot of damage up close. So it does 20 damage, but it has a wide spread. But this also can go through walls here. So this is more of a large amount of mobs type deal. I actually imagine if you had a mob farm, this would be quite nice because there's a chance that you get an echo shard on kill. So if you can just kill 20 at once, pretty nice. Let's hit it with the reload. Heck yeah. Is there an inspect? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this one also just has a super cool texture. Let me know which warden gun is your favorite, because these textures I think are so freaking sick. I think my favorite has to be the hypersonic cannon. I mean, come on. So there are 2 blueprints you can obtain through trading with piglins in the nether. I just spent a lot of time doing it, and out of all of the trades I did, these are the blueprints I got. There are 2. There are only 2 you can get from trading. And from like 5 stacks of gold, I got all of this, plus 9 advanced blueprints of the soulhunter Mark II. And I got 22 blueprints of the hollenfire Mark II, meaning this is probably the more common one. So we're going to start off with the hollenfire. This is the hollenfire. It's built off of the service rifle. So you have to already have a service rifle. Then you need 10 blaze rods, 16 nether wart, 20 gunite, 4 netherite, and 28 scrap. So yes, we're leveling up into the expensive, very interesting guns. So let's assemble this bad boy. And we got the hollenfire. Now, this guy is really cool. Wait, hold on. So it shoots, has a lot of recoil, and it can overheat. It overheated. But it also, oh, hold on, we have to let it cool down. Oh, the reload is so cool on that. 40, we got 40 bullets by default. But these bullets light things on fire. And it's got some, the aim on this thing with no attachments is not amazing. But the power is pretty crazy. Now this gun can take every type of attachment except barrel. Okay, so we're going to put on a reflex sight, a tactical stock, a drum mag, and a vertical grip. Now, we're kind of unstoppable. So yeah, that's the hollenfire. Now it's time to build the soulhunter Mark II. So the soulhunter is the more expensive and the rarer of the two. This one is built off of the assault rifle, so you need one of those. Then you need 4 soul lanterns, 16 warped wart blocks, soul sand, 18 soul sand, 24 gunite ingots, and 6 netherite. So yes, this guy's expensive. But let's assemble. One thing I noticed right away is this bad boy already has a stock on it. Yeah, you can't even add a stock. You can only add an underbarrel and a magazine and a sight. Now this is a 3-round shot. And it also... Wait, can we inspect it? I forgot to inspect these guns. Oh. Very cool. Are they just the same animations? Ooh, the hollenfire's got its own little animation going on. So let's just try it with no attachments. Damn. Takes 3 shots. This does 9 damage a bullet, but then it's 3-round burst. So 1 click is really doing a lot more. Boom. All right, now we got a scope, combat grip, and a magazine on this bad boy. Oh, the particle effects are cool. Wait, if you just shoot it in the air? Yeah, this is the soulhunter Mark II. But one thing actually is this uses blaze rounds. And now how the heck do you get blaze rounds? So to get yourself the blaze rounds needed for these weapons, you need to find a blaze. Now you wouldn't find a blaze in the overworld, but I just spawned one in. And when you walk up to the blaze, just click on him with your rifle ammo. And if you see in my inventory, as I click on him, my rifle bullets get converted into blaze bullets. That's all you got to do. There's 2 blueprints I nearly forgot that come from the ocean. And one is the Atlantean spear, in which you get from finding this blueprint inside of shipwrecks. All right, let's use this bad boy. So it's got to charge up, and it has a crazy animation, and then takes them out. Huh. Wow, that is sick. Let's summon an iron golem. Okay, it doesn't do a ton of damage. It did 10 damage. Last one here is we have the Typhoon, which is dropped by the Elder Guardian. Where, oh, this is more like a one-shot. Does this go through multiple? Oh, and this gives them... Hold on. Deafening, weakness, and slowness 3. So this does just as much damage, but just quicker. So my next set of blueprints can only be obtained through defeating certain factions in raids. Which, yes, there are factions that patrol around, and there's also mobs that spawn with guns. And I'm going to show you guys right now. So this is a gang called the Rattlers. I don't know if there's anything we get from defeating them. No, they're only from raids. So this is a patrol. Basically, they're mobs that spawn with guns that actually have working AI. Hold on, I'm going to get rid of any ones that don't have a gun, like that guy. Let's go to survival. Oh, God. And yes, they start shooting at you, dude. But they don't have, I guess, the greatest aim from there. Oh, God. Ow. So I took out this Rattlers gang. Oh, not all of them. There we go. And they'd leave behind. There's lots of rifle ammo laying around. There's a semi-auto rifle that was dropped. So you'll run into these patrols and they will be carrying sometimes really good loot. These are the Hell Hogs. They have much better weapons. This guy literally has a soulfire gun. I wonder how hard these guys would be to beat. Okay, I don't know how uncommon they are, but this guy literally dropped a soulhunter gun as well as blaze rounds. Whoa. Yeah, so these nether gangs drop better stuff. So these guys will spawn naturally. Like I said, these were patrols. So those patrols have a small chance to drop a raid flare, and you use these things in villages. You throw them down onto the ground, and it will summon in the relevant gang. And it's kind of like your typical Minecraft raid, except they all have guns, and there's also explosive phantoms and explosive silverfish, and it gets a little out of hand. I'm not going to show every single raid with every single gang because it gets a little bit repetitive, but they all have different abilities, weapons, drops, and whatnot. In this particular raid, I got my hands on the grenade launcher blueprint. All right, so the last 4 blueprints. All right, so for the blueprint, okay, so the blueprints that we got from the raids start with the compound bow, which you get from defeating the rattlers, which is the skeleton group. This is literally just a better bow. You don't have to aim. You can just kind of hip fire it, and you're going to get an insta headshot kill. But if you do aim, you can get a very like analog iron sight shot. But yeah, these take arrows, and they do a ton of damage. I wonder if I hit them in the body if they'll live. No, they can't survive a body shot. Now for the light machine gun, this one is very fascinating. So it can overheat if you shoot for too long. It also has a lot of knockback. Not only does it have a lot of knockback, but it has so much. Also, I should mention this is from the faction Nosy Business. So if I go into survival, I believe I can evade getting attacked by these zombies by jumping off the cliff and using the kickback to survive. Let's see. Okay, gotta go. Oh god. It worked. And they fell into my trap. Okay, I haven't got to the enchantments part of this video, but there are some enchantments, and one is called Trigger Finger that makes the gun shoot quicker. And I have discovered that that can make you literally fly in survival mode. Ready? We're gonna jump off. We're in survival mode. They're coming for me. And we got some height there, except we don't have enough ammo. What if we had multiple? Wait, they both overheat. Interesting. Time to move on to the grenade launcher, which is actually what I got from doing the raid I did against the Knight of the Undead. So hello, llama. Yeah, this thing shoots grenades. I think there's a config setting to allow it to do world damage. I currently have it, and I think by default... Oh my god, those went so far. You could shoot these super far. If you were on like, if you were having a little server side war, say the enemy's base is down there, you just start... I'd just be the artillery man. That's the reload animation. I guess you can only load one at a time, so you couldn't shoot them that quickly, but... And last here, we get from the Hellhogs faction in raids, we have the flamethrower. And yes, this thing is sick. Just straight melts these fools. And the ammo on this bad boy is a lava bucket. So you need a lava bucket to reload this thing. Let's reload this bad boy. So you gotta load it up with a lava bucket. Oh. Whoa. That's got a fun little animation. So by default, it will burn animals, but it actually won't burn the forest by default. But you hit that sneak key, then it allows you to burn things. So it's kind of like a safety mechanic. So you can use it just to take out a bunch of bad guys. You don't have to worry about burning down in the forest. Or you can hit it with the shift key and really take out everything. There's these 3 types of items you can get while doing raids that are really cool. One is an ammo pouch. Basically, these drops from mobs and raids and whatnot. And you get ammo from them, but they drop a lot of ammo. Last raid, I got like 4 of them, and I got several stacks of like rifle and shotgun and pistol ammo. So if you have no ammo, you could probably do one of these raids and just go crazy. Next, we have the badge pack. Now, these get you a random badge. And what these do is when you take a gun, let's use the compound bow, for example. There's a little area down here where you can add a headshot kill effect. So that's what this trick shot badge will do. It's a special cosmetic. And then also you have a button here. every single gun has this where you can toggle on kill medals, which essentially is like if you've ever played Call of Duty and you get a medal. You get some medals when you eliminate a player. It's basically that. Here, hold on. So that was the specialty effect. It does a bunch of MLG trick shot. I haven't actually tested this badge out. This one's funny. Oh, baby, a triple. But that's what the badges do. And that's not the only cosmetic you can get for your guns. There's another one, which is the skin crate, which gives you literally, yes, different colored skins for your guns. Not every single gun takes one. Like, for example, I just got the whiteout spray, and none of them work on the heavy machine gun. But on some of the more basic guns, I believe they work, yeah. So, like, this is the toy spray, so it makes it look like a toy gun. Or there's the whiteout, which makes it a white gun. There's classic spray. Oh. But yeah, so there's a lot of little cosmetics you can get from doing the raids, as well as new weapons and just fun little things. Also a ton of ammo. So there's a whole bunch of new enchantments for the firearms as well, which I'm going to go over briefly because a lot of them seem to be work in progress and the wiki has little to no info on some of them. First is quick hands. It's quite straightforward. There's quick hands 1, quick hands 2. It increases your reloading speed. Next, we have trigger finger. This makes some automatic guns or semi-automatic guns shoot faster, like we did earlier with the LMG. Next is collateral. This is an enchant that, well, allows you to shoot through multiple mobs at one time. Currently, how it's set up is your bullet hits one mob and it stops. So if you had a machine gun or a sniper with collateral, you could shoot through multiple. Now, reclaimed, I believe, lets you salvage some of your ammo. So let's just say you shot 100 bullets and they all landed onto an iron golem. I believe you will get some of those bullets in return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, and I got 2 of those back. Fascinating. So yeah, reclaimed allows you to reclaim your ammo. There's also overcapacity 1 and 2. Overcapacity literally just allows you to have more base ammo in your weapon. So this service rifle goes from, I believe, 35 up to 44 if you have overcapacity 2 on it. Then there's accelerator, which I could only tell is literally just increases the damage per shot. So when I put accelerator 2 on the service rifle, it went from doing 9 damage a shot to 10.8 a shot. It also starts to make the pack-a-punch sound from Call of Duty, which is kind of cool. So this literally will just make your gun stronger. So the last enchant, I'm not 100% sure, and it's hard to test, but it's called puncturing, and I believe it just allows you to go through shields and armor a bit better with the higher tier. This goes up to puncturing 4, though. But that's all of the enchants from Just Enough Guns.